Maybe so.
Go, baby!
Here we go.
It's walking!
Go, Peggy, go.
I'm picking up banana.
If you don't have a ruler and you don't have a printer, you can just use your device. So I'm gonna take this piece of paper and I'm gonna lay it right over my laptop. And then if I push down, you can see the lines behind it. And you can just trace those lines. You can see where I put dots there to see where it was pretty much gonna go. And then I can use a straight edge to straighten it out. Hello, STEM friends. For this paper walker activity, you will need a rectangle shape, 15 centimeters across with sections of 5 centimeters and 5 centimeters and 5 centimeters, 4.5 centimeters down, 1.5 centimeters and 1.5 centimeters and 1.5. You can trace this off the computer screen. You can draw your own, or you can print out the handout. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out all this extra white space we don't need. Now you'll notice on the corners, there's a little curved dotted line there. And that's on all 4 corners. So I'm going to go ahead . All right, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm only going to cut the dotted lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. And make sure that I cut all the way up to the edge or to the end of the dotted line. Now I'm going to write the word leg in pencil. And now I'm going to fold all those legs the same direction. So I'm going to use this line right here and make that as straight on the line as I can. And so now I've got kind of a table. Those 4 legs. And now with these 2, one's going to be the head. I'm going to fold this back right across that line right there. And then the other one's going to be the tail. I'm also going to bring this middle one up. So now I've got 4 legs, a head and a tail. Now, if yours falls over, don't get upset, because there are several reasons why it falls over that we can fix. For one, the legs need to be parallel, side by side, equally. If one front leg is too far forward and one is too far back, so how do I fix that? I'm just going to level these out. I'm going to make the legs side by side. Okay. Now, I can decorate this however I want. You'll see some pictures up here, some ideas for what kind of animals or robots that you would like to make. When it comes to the head, you can do the head however you like. I've discovered that if you fold it down a little bit, it looks a bit more like a horse or a zebra or even a robot, if you can do it that way. Neat trick I saw for the ears. I'm going to go to the top of the head, and I'm going to go to the center and then a little bit, not quite in the center, over, and I'm going to draw a diagonal line, and then the same thing on the other side. A little tricky, I might want to lay it down when I write it. I'm going to just cut that diagonal line, and I'm going to stop. Same thing on the other side. And now you can take the ear and you can fold the ear up. There we go. And that looks pretty cool with ears like that. Kind of a little pointy there. And then I'm going to lift the head back up. That's cute. That's just one way to do it. But I may have discovered something. This time I'm gonna bend it so that the legs go apart from each other, like that, just a little bit. So that's a wider stance. And that does seem to keep it from tipping over. And then, how do we make this thing walk? If you lean the legs forward, you see how these feet are kind of forward and these are kind of forward? So on the flat ground, it doesn't work very well, it falls over. But, just like when we're walking down a hill, we tend to kind of lean back as we're walking on the hill so we don't fall forward. Gonna lift the ramp slowly. Cardboard is the best surface that I've found so far. It's not too slippery. And then, there it goes. If while you're lifting it slowly, if you just tap it a little bit, that gives it a little extra bump to get well going. And then you could keep it going by controlling the height.
Yeehaw!
Yay! All right, so what worked for me? Adjust the head, adjust the tail, adjust the legs. A little bit wider stance worked well for me. And adjust the ramp. Find the right height. And have yourself a cool little walker. And it really is fun once you get the hang of it. Good luck.